All right, salute world. Welcome to the Cellf Code Podcast. I'm the one and only master myself. I'm here with my brother Jose, the Guerrero, the living warrior. I'm excited to be here. I know he's excited to be here as well. For everyone tuning in online after the fact, if you haven't already, I encourage you to check out the Cellf Code Collective. Welcome, brother Adolfo. Check out the Cellf Code Collective on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and tune in. There are also video episodes available on YouTube. So first and foremost, I want everybody to know I'm an entertainer. Don't take anything that I say seriously. That goes for me and my guests. Number two, the show is for adults only. Number three, this is a sacred space. I expect it to be treated with respect, honor, and integrity for everybody that speaks here. And number four, for anyone who speaks on the show, remember you are free to express every thought and emotion that comes your way. This is all about you, and this is the opportunity to be heard. Today's episode features another brother of mine, my true brother in arms, Jose Guerrero, one of the Cellf Codes is collective. Now he's now part of it being on this episode. And brother, I'm speaking to the part of you that looks in the mirror when no one else is around. It's just you versus you. This part of you is where you will find your true self. Through this episode, the world is going to get to know you better. We will find out what makes you unique, how you inspire the world, and how you perceive yourself. So my brother, without further ado, welcome to the motherfucking show, man. It's a pleasure to have you here. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling changed and strong. I'm feeling stronger than the Hulk. He thinks he's strong. Wow. I'm feeling stronger than the fucking Hulk, man. At least mentally strong, you know?
Man, I mean, can you go into details about that? That's powerful, man. That's a powerful mentality.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Well, lately, like I said, I've been having dreams, man. And in those dreams, I've been tested a lot by certain things. And they've been backing off lately, man. They used to scare the crap out of me, but whatever the dreams are, they've been backing off. And I've been like saying, why don't you show up when I'm awake, you know? Right, and nothing's happened yet, but, you know, when you're asking for it, it might provide, you know?
That's the thing, man. But, never, well, I'm assuming you're talking about spirits, and spirits never show up, in the flesh. They're just, they can't, that's their thing. They want to tease you. They want to mess with you because they have no ability to cross over into the physical realm. You know what I'm saying? I think we have it good, in comparison to them. That's why they mess with us. They trying to,
Maybe I'm his nightmare and shit. Maybe I'm his nightmare when I wake up early in the morning. He's all, this motherfucker's up again?
Every single day.
That's what he's doing, you know?
Yes.
I'm in his dream.
Straight up, most definitely. That's powerful, man. It's very powerful. That was actually my first question. It was, how do you perceive yourself? Because I think that's the way that you frame the world is the way that you experience the world. You know what I'm saying? And so you said so you feel like you're stronger than a Hulk. Yeah. Man, I mean, what is that like? Because not everybody can even muster up that kind of strength. You know what I'm saying? That's such a powerful mentality to have, and coming from I truly consider you a living warrior. You know what I'm saying? A part of what I had posted was, that we had met each other, prior to these levels of evolution that we're experiencing right now, and but I knew from the jump, you know what I'm saying, like the genuine character that was there. So can you testify to how that has progressed to who you are now?
Yes, bro. Oh, where am I? Yes, brother. Like I said, I've grown mentally stronger. Before, I felt like I was a mental midget. Like I was a very small. But ever since going to AZD's lectures and all that, I've built that. I don't know if you saw Infinity War or anything of the Avengers. Hulk couldn't come out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm guessing I defeated that demon or whatever, and it's the bitchness in me, and it couldn't come out no more. Wow. So the bitchness keeps trying to come out of me, and I'm like, no, or whatever, but reversed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's still there, like everybody has their own shit, but every time it's just getting less and less, and that's how I perceive myself right now. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm just throwing you whatever's on my comes out.
That's it. It's the best way to formulate because I think it's more so of an energy thing than it is, a mental conversation or what have you. We use words to make
Mhm.
sense of that energy. Essentially, that's all that's happening. But you got a whole level of energy inside of you that you tap into that allows the beast or the warrior in you to come out. Can you talk more about that the warrior spirit or what have you? Is that something that started when you was younger and something that you've learned over time about yourself, or is it something that was just like always innately there? Can you talk about that?
I think it's always been there. As a kid, you always feel like you're a warrior playing with sticks, getting swords, fighting people, getting in trouble or whatever. So that warrior spirit is in me or was in me back then, but being in the school system, being bullied, being whatever, racist, whatever,
Yeah.
and I guess it killed my warrior spirit, or not killed it, but it put it to sleep or kept it hidden, and it didn't come out for a very long time, man. And I stayed uh, uh not a warrior, I guess.
Mm.
So, but like I said, ever since being in this routine and beast routine and learning the lectures and all that, that warrior has been coming out little by little,
Mm.
and it's out. But I know there's way more it could come out.
Yeah.
It could come out even more. And I'm an intelligent guy. I'm not gonna do anything stupid.
That's
You
right.
know what I mean? But at least my warrior spirit will come out in my words, and I won't be as nervous spitting them out.
Yeah.
Like I'm a little nervous now, but the first podcast I did with Yogi Chris, I was even worse nervous. But
Yeah.
little by little, the more I speak, the more is gonna come out,
Yes, sir.
and you'll see it, man. you know.
Hell yeah. Nah, I know, bro, because I was there when before I would say that spirit was being awakened, to the sense to where you're able to speak on it as clearly as you are now. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say that's the evolution of our character at this moment in time. Because I've known you since August. I think that's when the first time we had met when I drove out there to
Feels longer, huh?
was
Feels
that,
longer.
bro? It feels like a year, bro, or
It
long,
seems longer, right?
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, most definitely.
Or lifetimes.
But man, most definitely.
Maybe we went on a fucking mission in a different universe,
Yeah, we definitely did, bro. Yeah, I have no I have no second guessing the parallel universes experiences. You know what I'm saying? I know that is a real life thing. The more that you tap into the idea, the more that it just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But um, man, I had a great question I was gonna ask you. Let me see. Let me grab it. Let me get it
My
back.
bad.
No, you're all good. um, the so can you talk about your progression with IMC Nation, because from our conversation in the car, this was so interesting to me. um it was that you've been tapped in with AZD for a very long time, with Arash, you know what I'm saying, for a very long time, like years and years ago. I remember you telling me about the history. I'm like, oh wow, like you was telling me about boot camps that you had gone to in the past. And can you talk about what's different from
Yeah.
that experience to now? Because now you're living it in it. You know what I'm saying? But back then, like, what was happening back then for you? How was your perspective?
Back then it was way different, man. Even Arash was a way different person. My first boot camp was Metamorphosis. I remember meeting the guy, and it was way different, man. Like I wasn't aware as I am now, but even back then, I saw the power of with your talking about animals and all that stuff. But it's a whole different a whole different thing now, man. Uh, yeah, I don't even know what else to say about that, but it's way different now, and I've seen the difference.
What was
I've
different?
seen the difference from that, from back then. Him or me or both.
Well, both, really. I mean, because it's your perspective that we're hearing right now, right? So what was your perspective of what was
Yeah,
happening in life at that time?
I didn't know what I was doing, brother. I just wanted to get better, be more successful in life or whatever. So I go to this seminar, because I've been to other seminars that ain't shit compared to this, and it just awoken something in me, and I just kept going to it. And I keep going to it, and something kept drawing me back. And like I said, I've been to a couple. He didn't even know I've gone to other ones. Arash didn't even know. You know what I mean? But it's a big change, man. I'm telling you, it's a big change. It's just,
hell yeah.
Hopefully the words will come to me in the next podcast or whatever, so I can describe it better or think about it better. But yeah, it's a whole different experience, man. It's two different universes, man. It's like that Jose, that wasn't Guerrero, it was just Jose. And then I changed my name Ibarra, and then I got Guerrero, and then fuck it, Ibarra Guerrero. You know what I mean? And that guy at that time he's dead. He's dead pretty much.
Wow. Hell yeah. Man, that's so powerful, bro. What's so exciting for me is, from my perspective, bro, I know that time that you invested, that energy that you was investing back then, with you just showing up, those are seeds that you're planting. You get what I'm saying? Over time. So I see the long trails of like history of investment, you know what I'm saying? And being around this type of energy, the fact that you met Araz years ago before many people even knew him, especially people that are around right now. There's not really many people that have known him over the years and seen his the progression. A lot of people are watching from the outside. You get what I'm saying? So for you to have that level of history and to be around at this moment in time, I understand it's very powerful. It speaks to the character that you have, because you've just been sowing seeds. You get what I'm saying? And over time, watering those same seeds, and then now you're seeing the evolution of that, man. So it's so powerful, because I know that's how it's been for me. That's my perspective at this moment. I mean, I've only known Araz for 6 years, but over that time, it took me until last year to meet him, first of all. But over those 5 years ahead of time, it was just seeds. I invested a lot of money. You get what I'm saying? I can't tell you how much, but I invested money in the past. I went to boot camps. I did everything I could, because I was just like, man, it was just so strong of a connection. You get what I'm saying? That was being created. And so I see that as a testament to my character that has been developed over time. It's just me continuously choosing, like boom, boom, boom. The more you invest, the better position you are. I mean, you think of all the guys that are in the house right now and at the temple. I mean, how much have they invested? You know what I'm saying? And each one of them has contributed upwards of $20,000+. You know what I'm saying? Like to AZD. So it makes sense for them to be in that position. They don't have to pay for boot camps and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I see the evolution of all of our characters being a testament to the seeds that we're planting. You get what I'm saying, along the way. So that's why I was curious as to what your experience was of that. Does that kind of make sense a little bit?
Oh yeah, 100%, brother. The first time I actually met Araj, it wasn't even in a boot camp. It was in Las Vegas. I was with my girlfriend, and we were walking around the casino like always, and I see all his girlfriends come out of the restroom. And obviously me, I'm not gonna go up to their girlfriends. I'm like, hey, where's Araj? Because I already knew how everything worked. And plus I'm an intelligent man. I'm not gonna disrespect the guy. So I just followed them, and I'm all, I know he's around here. They're not gonna just be walking around by themselves. And then I see him, and I just walk up to him. He had the beard and everything, and I'm all, sir, Jose, much respect. That's all I said. And then he smiled, nice to meet you, and that was it. And then I just left because I wasn't gonna take his time or whatever. And ever since then, it's like, wow, it's like it had meant to be, dude. Like, hey, this guy has some energy. You know him or something, So, and from then on, I just went to boot camps, and he was a cool guy. He didn't take it personal or anything. He didn't say, who the fuck are you or anything, dude. He wasn't one of those anal celebrities,
Yeah, exactly. Being celebrities and might be like that,
Yeah, and
you don't know.
Yeah, and I've seen celebrities when I'm out there delivering, making my deliveries. I've seen celebrities. I don't want to go up to those fucks. I never have. I never was like, oh shit, that's so and so. But when I'm like, oh shit, that's Araj. I'm inspired. That's different, But I seen Ben Affleck, I seen Dr. Phil, all these guys. I just kept doing my thing. You know what I mean?
Right. Keep on going. Yeah, they didn't have that emotional pull on me either. Like they had no, nothing that was really connecting me to them. But I've seen and felt that the minute that I heard Arash on YouTube. I remember the moment. I was like, yo, this just sounds different, and it was just a whole nother world, bro.
Sounds like dropping to gold. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. That's what's up, man. Well, my next question, bro, is what is your greatest achievement in life so far? From your perspective, what is your greatest achievement at this moment?
My greatest achievement in life is, I mean, that I'm able to care for other people, my family, and people I care about. And another great achievement is weeding out all the motherfuckers that don't mean shit, all those fake fucks. I think that's probably the greatest achievement. Like people just faded away for whatever reason, and because it's not easy, just walk away or whatever. But that's probably my greatest achievement right now.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, and keep going, man. That's the main thing, dude. That's the main thing. I want to have greater achievements than that.
Oh yeah.
I want to get to the point that I don't care what they say or do or anything to me,
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's huge, bro. So what does that mean? What does that do for you? So if somebody's brand new, they don't know you, and they want to figure out like, okay, how am I benefiting from hearing this man right now? You're saying that you cut out, you're weeding out all the people that didn't matter, right? What did that do for you when you did that?
Well, it's not like I weeded them out. They weeded out themselves, pretty much.
Okay.
They and I was the outcast, man. I actually wanted to hang out with them, and all of a sudden, no. And then I started noticing when I was getting better and talking to girls or whatever, they're like, all of a sudden you want to come around. All of a sudden you want to come around. Hey, Jose, go talk to him. Oh, okay. And okay, now I see what you are doing. So that's probably when I noticed it, and they just faded away, man. I mean, I didn't want to go out no more. It's a lame thing, I did it for many years, and it wasn't. It's fun, but a lot of bad shit came out of it. Because all the fun you're having with the alcohol, you're gonna hit rock bottom, man. And I hit rock bottom because of alcohol, man. So you learn from it, man. I'll tell you the story. I think I told you a story. I got a DUI.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. And I was depressed and everything. It was bad. And I wasn't listening to Arash or anything at that time. I don't even know if he was around. It was years ago. But I knew I had to get myself out of it. It was very depressing, man. Very depressing. But I pulled myself out of it and kept going, man. Without listening or anything. I wish it was something like this.
Man, so what'd you do? Like what was it that you did that was like, all right, I got to change. I have to make it, because some people get in that position where they feel like they can't make a change. You know what I'm saying? They just stuck in their ways, and they, I got a dude that I manage right now at my position, and he feels that way. He feels like he's stuck in his position and this, that, and the other. So what was it that you did in particular that pulled you out of that shit?
I just kept going, man. Even though I saw that there's not much you could do, man. Like, let's say you get a DUI or whatever, there's not much you could do. You're either gonna fight it or you're just gonna roll over and cry or whatever, which I did, man. I'm not gonna lie. I rolled over and cried and tears came out or whatever. But at the end of the day, I was blaming everything else. I wasn't looking in the mirror. Hey, you know what? It's your fault, Jose. Your fault. So I started to look in the mirror and say, it's your fault. Learn from it. What are you gonna do? Wow. And that's how you learn, man, because you gotta take responsibility. That's one of the main things I've learned so much from all this shit. Take responsibility. Even if someone rear ends you, somehow take responsibility. not as in like, hey, what the fuck, but Like, I was looking in the mirror and I saw, hey, man, I should have pulled forward.
Yeah.
But how could I get better? In other words,
Wow. Now that's
pretty much,
bro. That's
like,
like
don't blame other people for your situation.
yeah, for sure. Because if somebody
Yeah, like I don't blame people for your situation. Yeah.
go ahead, brother. Welcome, Raul.
Oh yeah, don't blame other people for your situations of not having money or whatever. Because I've been in that situation too. No money, had 2 jobs before. Had to do side hustles. Had to cut grass. Had to sell sodas, sell peanuts. Go to the dumpster, trashes, eating from the trash, all that, man. I think I even told this story once. I've been to school and I would dig from the trash and eat it, man. You know, it's hard times. And I didn't, and before I used to hide that. Like, nah, that wasn't me or whatever. But now I don't mind saying that shit. So if I ever have to go back to that, eating from the trash, fuck it, dude. I'll eat it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The 5-second rule, to hell with that, man. The 5-day rule. If it's still good, I'll eat it. As long as you survive and thrive.
Right. 100%. Wow. That's so powerful, bro. So essentially what you did was you took, what could be considered, your weakness and you turned that into your strength. You know what I'm saying? That's what it sounds like. Like you just said, I'm gonna go past this. It's my fault that I did this. You took that and you applied that to your own life. So you were a stoic before we all became stoics. Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? It sounded like you was that you were in that category. You were in that state of mind, to where you were able to put your mind there, because I mean that's huge. Like I said, a lot of people don't make it out of DUIs. They'll make it out and they'll say, oh, that was my mistake, this, that, and the other, but then they don't really listen. I mean, they don't really learn from that. And then they end up doing it again. I know I had a good friend that did that. You know what I'm saying? He ended up doing the same situation again, putting himself in the same circumstance. And it was like, what do you expect? You know what I'm saying? If you're not taking responsibility, full responsibility, and I think that's the responsibility, right? Your ability to respond to life. If that circumstance is happening, we got to take that opportunity and use it to our life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we gotta use that say the DUI or what have you. You got to use that as a part of your story. It's like, you know what? I had that. I did that. You know what I'm saying? Now this is where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Now this is where I'm going. So that's huge, bro.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
Yeah, the ego fucks you up, man. The ego really messes you up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like the ego saying it's not your fault, it's the cop's fault. Nah, man. It's yours, bro.
Wow.
It's yours, man. So you're the one that decided to drink, you're the one that decided to do that and all that. So
you got to be responsible for your own actions. That's what it is right there. That's huge. That's powerful, bro.
Yeah, even when I fall down and I trip, man, I'm like, you know what? You didn't lift your leg high enough, Jose. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Lift up your leg next time.
Hey, that's powerful, bro. Because that mentality, it sounds like David Geiger's. You said that right now, because that's that mentality. That
there you go.
Yeah, that it's just like no matter what, that's my fault. You know what I'm saying? You taking responsibility for things that might not even be your responsibility. But when you do that, you're saying, okay, now I'm accountable for the changes that I make as a result of this. Because that's essentially that's what it sounds like. That's ultimately that's an alchemist right there, bro. You on the alchemist on a whole nother level right there.
Hey, coming from you, man, much respect. I fucking, I love it, man. Thank you, bro. Just learn from that.
Real recognize real, bro. Real recognize real. That's all it is. Like I said, I've seen the investment over time, just in hearing your story. So many different levels. Like I heard it when we was talking one-on-one. I heard it on Lions Den, and then or within the boot camp, setting or what have you. Like it's just different on different levels. So it allows me to get to know. The more I get to know, other people, the more I get to know myself as well. And it's powerful, man. Yeah. So
we all have a little bit of ourselves in each other in the group, I think, man.
100%. Oh yeah, 100%. And bro, honestly, I want to get down to the nitty gritty when it comes to the natal chart. So at the end, towards the end of this, we're gonna go into the natal chart because I think that we all have like some aspect of our natal chart which is birth chart and astrology and whatnot. I don't know if you mess with astrology at all, or you heard of it.
I don't know much about it, but I mean, I know my astrology sign.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
You're an Aquarius. You're an Aquarius, right?
Yes, sir. How'd you know?
Yeah,
Oh, I told you, huh?
yeah. We talked about it. Yeah, like I said, we had
Yeah.
conversations, man. You know, it's been a journey. But so let me I got.
I became the host of this body you see right here on February 15th. It's coming up. I'm gonna be 38 years old, man. My body's gonna be 38 years old.
That was a great way to say that too. He said I became the host of this body. I like that. That's huge. Damn. There's so many levels to that. I think David Goggins and Michael Jordan have the same birthday. I'm pretty sure theirs is February 16th. So that makes you, Arash, David Goggins, and Michael Jordan all in the same context. I mean that's how I break things down for myself. So you guys are all Aquarius. That means you're all greatness. Essentially, because we're in the age of Aquarius right now. Honestly, it's just y'all time to shine, you know. But I have aspects of Aquarius in my chart too. So that's like I said, I will get down to nitty gritty in a little bit. But let me get through these questions, man. So my next question is, what have you learned about yourself since you became Guerrero, right? Since you acquired that title and first heard it and concurred with it, what have you learned about yourself in that time?
What I learned is I could actually take people's words and not let them phase me. Because before, words will hurt me bad. And I've learned that they're not gonna kill me, they're not gonna fuck me up. And that's what I learned, man. And it's getting to a point that you could say a lot of shit. I've been said to a lot of shit, and little by little is going water off a duck's back, man. It's going less and less, man.
Wow.
Before I used to get all butthurt when they call me short, you know, or other bullshit, you know, hey, you're short, you're this, you're that. Now you can tell me I'm short. I'll tell myself I'm short, bro. You know what I mean? I'm short to you, but a fucking ant, I'm a giant, homie. What's up? You know, just fucking. Why does it matter to you? My mind is big. You know?
Wow, man, that's so powerful. That I think we're not even aware of how powerful the mindset that it is that we carry now. Because I mean, the things I'm hearing you say right now, bro, that is so huge. The the mentality that I'm a giant mentally just dominate somebody else's, you know, perspective, because they're not thinking on that level. At no point in time were they thinking like, oh, I'm a giant in my life compared to, you know, to an ant, even if it's just an ant. But when we come across or interact with other people, because we're so tapped in with somebody that's such a great communicator, you know what I'm saying, with AZD, we come in contact with other people and we see the whole opposite side of that. It's just like people that don't know how to communicate, shit like that. So we're almost in like the middle ground where we have to bridge the gap, you know what I'm saying? And part of that, I think, is the mindset that we use to apply to life, man. So that's huge, bro. What you're talking about, it's not little, you know, and that's something that needs to be understood out here. So that's huge, bro. Wow. So basically, everybody that's in your life, you know, do they all speak positively to you now? Like everybody that's around you, is that just what you create? You know, because you said that.
I mean, you have your well, you know, you have your family members and people that don't believe in what you're doing or think you're heading in the wrong direction and all that. You know, you still have that, but you just got to keep moving forward, man. And then eventually they'll see it or they won't. But at the end of the day, if it's your loved ones, all you could do is just, you know what I mean? Araj goes through it. Everybody goes through it. You know, he loves his parents. I love my parents, but they just don't understand. You know, they just don't get it. You could try to explain it, sit down and explain it to them, but they'll be like, "What are you talking about?"
Right. That's so true.
Like, what? Yeah.
That's very true, man. So if this is your stage to the world, how do you describe yourself completely, like just organically, what is your, speak it as if it's your vision and you're living it right now, right? How do you describe yourself to the world?
Let me see. You're looking at a man that is a very hard worker. He's not afraid of hard work with his hands.
Mm.
Is not afraid to clean toilets or do whatever it takes in order to move forward. A man that's never been. I just never wanted to steal or anything. I've had chances to, at your job or whatever. Hey, you could steal and do things. That was never me. I just couldn't do it. So earned, a guy that earns his shit. Period. That's probably the thing that I'll earn my shit.
Wow.
I don't like to be given anything.
Mm.
And if they give, I'll pay it back. But it's not just. It's all in good faith. You know what I mean? And good.
Absolutely.
Good. Fuck, I don't even know the words, man. Just everything earned, man.
Mm.
Everything's earned. Simple as that.
Wow. Yeah, I like that, man. That's huge. I think that answers my next question. My next question was what makes you you, and I mean that right there, that explanation is good to sum it up. I mean, essentially, you're a man that's really ready to work with his hands, and probably very good with your hands. You know what I'm saying? For all the ladies listening, you know what I'm saying? Everybody take note. You need to know that. This is a man that is really good with his hands. You know what I'm saying? That works in your benefit.
There we go.
Straight up,
Yeah, man. Just the main thing is working, man. I've always been working. That's why when people say I don't have money for this, and there's time, even right now, times are tough with money, but I figure it out, man.
Right.
Bills are paid, and you gotta invest in yourself. At the end of the day, I invested in myself for this tribal camp, so I invested in myself. Now I gotta figure this out. As long as I my family's good and everything, I'll fucking go to sleep on the outside floor. You know what I mean? I don't care. Somewhere at the park or in my car or something, you'll figure something out. But you got to keep going forward, because eventually it's gonna pay off, man. You're gonna earn everything.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I heard that, man. That's powerful, man. That I can tell, man. We're all tapped in on some other level that's way beyond what we even really are aware of. I know that because the level of clarity that comes when we get to talking about our passion or about how we are, like the way that you were just talking right now, it's just so clear, so much more clear, and so much more focused on exactly what your purpose is. And that's, I think the world needs to have, a man like you showing them like what it's like to do hard work again, because everybody's in this technology age where people is falling off and not able to distance themselves from that technology, create that space, and go in nature and just really just tap into what it means to be by yourself. And I mean, ultimately, that's my definition, is just to tap into that self code. You know what I'm saying? Tap into whatever makes you happy, whatever it is that you do best. You know what I'm saying? That is unique to you. So I think that's huge that you are a living, you're a living embodiment of that. And I think not just me, but all of the monks that tap in, with INC Nation, we're all, have that same level of spirit. And that's what's so powerful, because we're conjoining together and we're able to multiply like the ant theory that we understand from INC Nation as well. So, man, that's powerful, bro. My last question, man, is where will you be in the future? What is your vision for life going forward for Guerrero and Ibarra Guerrero?
Ibarra Guerrero. My vision for the future is helping humanity. I think that's what leaving this world better than the shithole it is now. And like I said, man, taking care of taking care of people that deserve, or like women and children, dude, that can't defend themselves or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Like taking care of people, man, and helping them understand this fucked up world.
Mm,
And that's where I see myself and leading, man, leading. I know I could lead. It's just that you still got that doubt in you.
mm,
But I to me, I don't even want to say I feel or whatever, but I think, or I feel, fuck it, I feel that if my communication was to part
mhm,
when I speak, I would have people listen. They would listen to me real good,
mm.
and I would inspire them. All the Mexican brothers or whatever, the Aztec warriors, they will hear my voice, and then they will be like, yes,
Mm,
like AZD was to me,
mm.
I'll be to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, fuck, we found the path. Let's help humanity. Let's fuck this shit up. You know what I mean?
that's right.
Something like that, bro. It's
Yeah,
hard to say, man.
that's perfect.
But
What you just said right there, that's huge because that's what it takes to be able to speak on that level. You know what I'm saying? To really impact and influence somebody's world. You know, it's the words that wake people up, and that's I think that's very valuable, especially in today's world
yeah,
because how many people are really talking about that right now? I mean, you go outside and everybody's worried about the Super. Like I said, I had no idea the Super Bowl was this weekend. No idea, no idea. I know I seen Pyro, Pyro's in Tampa, so I seen him taking the video, but I didn't
yeah.
even put two and two together. I wasn't I wasn't even thinking like that. I completely forgot it was a thing. And man, I mean, I used to love basketball, like NBA, to the point where I would be up watching it overnight and shit like that. At this moment in time, bro, my favorite players are gone. You know, I have no reason to watch
Yeah,
it.
favorite player now is in the mirror, brother.
Yeah, man, for real. That's right.
Yeah,
I'm
hell
ready.
yeah, that's
I'm ready to go hoop. That's how I feel, man. Because
hell yeah.
man, we tap into this energy, man, and we get back into enacting, our philosophy and embodying our philosophy in every aspect. Man, we live a whole different frequency of life. You know what I'm saying? And that's the most powerful part for me. So, man, that's dope.
And can I say one more thing, bro? It's like when you're going through this path, you don't know what the end game is, man. Like when I first went to the metamorphosis, I didn't know what was gonna happen.
right, right.
I'm like, am I doing this right? Is this investment right? I'm like, fuck. And then you have doubts. Like, man, maybe I could have paid this or done this instead. You like a whole bunch of shit happens,
Mm,
and things fall into place. You're able to pay your bills or whatever. But keep going, man. Just like Arash said, you're gonna buy a fucking Louis Vuitton bag instead $100 bag or whatever. You don't want to invest $100 in yourself. You know that. So that's the crazy thing. Invest in yourself, man, or instead of investing on a fucking thongs or whatever guys wear nowadays.
Most definitely, man. That's the way to go because when you I mean, we're living truth that when we invest in ourselves, that the returns are depending on where you invest in yourself and how you invest in yourself and who you invest with to help yourself. That's what makes a difference. You know what I'm saying? And we're a living testament. I mean, Miracle J just hopped on right now, and Miracle J is also a living testament to this technology in acting. But we all made the choice individually to invest in ourselves, and that's so powerful, bro. Because that's the way that that's the way that you evolve. I mean, ultimately, we're at the leading edge of creation just because we are consistently working on ourselves every single day. That means that we have to change every single day. You get what I'm saying? And that's the most powerful part of this whole process is just understanding that every single, I look back, I was talking to Pyro the other day, and we were saying how, you look back 8 months ago and that feels like 8 years ago. Like that's the level of creation that we're doing right now, because we're every single day, bro, we're changing, and every single day for the last 8 months. That's like having 2 days in every day. So essentially, we could say it's 8 months, but essentially it's like 16 months, which is a whole year and 4 months. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to put it in that perspective. Is that's what it is.
Yeah. I see the changes in you, the way you speak too, man. I see the changes in you because I remember when we first met. I see the changes in Jason right here, and I see the changes in Tia and a whole bunch of motherfuckers. And so I'm like, fuck, am I evolving? Because sometimes you feel like you're not changing, but
Yeah,
I
100%.
feel you are, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
So as long as we're changing, we're good, man.
that's right.
And one more thing, can I say one more thing? I used to be that guy that would buy like 22-inch rims and had TV. I had a TV in my truck and everything, dude. Had all my four windows rolled down. Just imagine, because I didn't afford the electric one. Bump some fucking Mystical or some DMX, and then I'd just be driving down the street,
Right,
looking at girls, trying to see if they talk to me. Fuck.
right. That's awesome.
I'm glad I went through that, but I'm glad not anymore, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now they're gonna look at me for other reasons,
Hmm.
not for that.
Straight up, man. Straight up. That's the way to live, bro. That's the only way to live, to now understand that you're gonna recreate yourself on a whole new world, a whole new level. And that's my favorite part about everything because it's like I've been operating this whole time. I was telling Pyro this too. We've been operating with this whole time without a creative process, without having anything set in order for our own life. Like nobody taught us that. But now, you know what I'm saying? However old we are, now we have this time from now to the rest of our life to create whatever we want. So this moment in time is
Yeah.
so powerful because we have that opportunity. And you change the mental images as to what's valuable for you and what's valuable for everybody else, So that's powerful, man. You said February 15th was your birthday?
Yes, sir. February February 15, 1983, around 6 p.m. My father said in Valparaiso, Zacatecas, in Mexico. I was born in Mexico.
I don't know
That's why I'm short and dark, I guess.
how you spell that.
Valparaiso. Spell what? Where I'm from, or?
City, yeah, the city.
Oh, oh, okay. Maybe I'll type it in because
Okay, cool.
it's easier if I type it in.
Well, I gotta
Oh,
type it
come
in.
on.
I'm putting it on the app. That's why. So if you just give me the first
Oh, okay.
letters, I can type it in.
Oh, Valparaiso, VALPA.
Yep, it just came up. Yep, yep. In
Yeah,
Chile or
Zacatecas.
okay, okay,
Zacatecas.
got you. Yep.
Yeah, and that's the city I was born in. But the for where I'm from is actually just a ranch with no TV, no electricity, no toilets, no nothing. So they actually drove over there so I could be born over there. And they usually did it at the house, but my mom couldn't do it. I don't know, something happened and they had to send me to a hospital. I guess I was a beast already. I needed somewhere else to go, I guess.
I was like, nah, it's a beast right
grandma,
here. You gotta go.
grandma couldn't handle
Yeah, yeah. This
it.
ain't go be at home. Wanted to, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's huge, bro. Wow.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bro. What's so dope about this is it gives me a whole download about every person that I come into contact with. So let me just go. I'm gonna just briefly kind of go through it. Actually, I'll read a part of it. So you get I'll read it, and then what you hear, just confirm if it's accurate or not for you. Let me see. It says, okay, so your sun sign is Aquarius, your ascendant, which is your rising sign. Your rising sign is actually, so everybody knows their sun sign. The rising sign is actually how we make sense of everything, like that, how you relate to everything in the rest of the world. So the rising sign is kind of like more important. So your rising sign is Leo. Um, and so I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this right here. So he has Mercury in the sixth house. So it says Jose is skilled at using his mind in an analytical manner, always discriminating, an expert at quality control. He can spot the bad apples every time. He may be skillful when it comes to health-related matters, mental or physical. How you feel about that?
Damn, that's cool. That's badass, man. Like spot people that are what?
It says it said an expert at quality control. He can spot the bad apples every time. He may be skillful when it comes to health-related matters, mental or physical.
There we go, man. Yeah, I could see that, man. I could spot the bad apple, or the universe spots it for me, or whatever, and they just get
Rid of
rotten and get eaten by Eve. You know, they get eaten by Eve.
weeding the people out. You know, that's what you was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
I guess the universe did it for you. You know, you didn't have to do much. That's what's up, man.
I didn't know it was a Leo either, or that part.
Yeah. So you got aspects of the Leo in you for sure.
Oh, there we go. I'm gonna check that out.
Yes, so what I'll do, bro, is I'm gonna send this to you. I'm gonna send this to you because that's what I do for everybody that comes on. Except for TL. For some reason, when I did TL, I forgot to send him his. So this is the next part right here. Let me read it. It says Pluto in the third house. It says a good detective or research person. Jose can't help but get past all that is superficial. A passion for inquiry, questioning, and searching finds him always in pursuit of some piece of information, communicating, writing, speaking. Wow.
100, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds accurate. I mean, based on.
I mean, I don't even write much. I started writing in my journal when Arash said that it's the best thing to do. I just started writing. I mean, writings kind of suck when I look at it, but I mean, searching and researching, yeah, I see that.
Wow.
So a lot of white out there, man, trying to fucking spell words right.
Hey, brother, that's how you get better. We become living scribes. Scribes are the people that, you know, were writing down all the taking notes for everything and whatnot. I mean, Yogi Chris is a living scribe. You know, he writes down everything. But you know, we're all learning how to do that because it's not something I was practitioner of, but it's something that I'm getting better at. You know, because we've been doing it every day. You know what I'm saying, for 8 months, I think. Is how long? Something ridiculous. Anyways, all right. This is the last one I'm reading, and we'll wrap up. It says Moon in the eighth house. So um, it says Jose's keen business sense is never sharper than when Jose is working with or for others, a group, corporation, and so on. He is great at finding excess and rooting it out, and his actions receive support from those around him, initiating others. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Brother, I totally agree. I believe I'm the best delivery driver in the fucking universe.
100%.
I don't know if I've said this before, but I went to high school 4 years, never missed a day, and I've never called in sick to work. Never called in sick till this day.
Yeah, that's something I cannot say. So that's powerful. I cannot.
Hey, yeah, I guess my stomach hurts. Nah, I would still go. You know what I mean? Now, going to an event is different, but not like calling sick to calling sick, and that's just been recent because you know you gotta better yourself, man. But I've never been that guy.
100%.
Yeah, I've never been that guy. Like, hey, can't make it because it's raining. Nah, fuck that.
He's yeah, straight up. Bro. That's so powerful, man. Let me see. I'm just looking at your chart to see what else. See what else we got in common here. Let me see. Yeah, so the way that you communicate is very similar to the Aquarius energy as well. That's what the Mercury resembles. So I sent you the chart. I don't know if you got it, but
I got it.
You did, okay. Yeah. So if you look at it says natal planets, Jose. If you look at those, it tells you what each sign is in each planet, right? And when you understand like each sign that's in each planet, it functions a certain way based on where it's at in your chart. You know, so the Aquarius energy is expressed at your core, the core of your being. That's what the sun is, right? Your emotional side is the Aries, right? So your emotional like kind of relationship with the world is going to be like me first. Like I got to make sure I'm good, you know, because that's the Aries type of energy is more so focused on like I got to make sure I'm good. And when it comes to yeah, just you're dealing with your emotions or with women, you know, typically that's probably going to be the relationship right there. Is you gonna make sure that you're good, you know, in reflection of, you know, that relationship. So that's powerful right there. Yeah, bro. It's
The main thing, you got to be good yourself, man, before you can help others.
absolutely, absolutely. I don't think you can help anybody else until you help yourself. Ultimately, because I mean, we're a living testament of that. We've helped ourselves, so now we're in a position to help others. I think, and that's the
Oh yeah,
powerful
when
part.
the floodgates are gonna open, man. When that happens,
Right.
we're gonna change the culture, man. All of us.
We already are, brother. We already are. We have
Yeah, we're gonna look back. We're gonna look back. Remember, man, I couldn't do a fucking pull up. Remember, I couldn't do it.
yeah, 100%. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, so we'll see, man. We'll see what happens.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 100%, man. It's been a pleasure knowing you so far. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we
Yes, sir.
have a
Likewise.
very long journey ahead of us, but it's a pleasure to meet another man that takes responsibility for himself. And I appreciate you coming in on this show, man. It's always a pleasure to tap in anytime that we do. I just seen you at the temple, and that was a great experience as well. Just us tapping in, beasting out again. The
Yeah.
second time, and bro. And every time, we're leveling up. So I'm looking
Hell yeah, yeah.
to those future.
You helped me out, bro. That David Goggins workout, you pushed me there, bro. Oh man, I'm glad I did it, dude.
Hell yeah,
I'm glad you pushed me there. Thank you, bro.
man, absolutely. That's what I'm here for, man. To just
Yeah.
cause. I love
Yeah.
I love pushing myself. I the other day I did yesterday I did his was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday Saturday. I did his the other workout, and bro, there's parts of the workout that I'm like, yo, I don't even remember doing this before. Like, I'm like, is this normal? Like, I feel like it's a whole nother workout every time I get on. It's a trip, bro. But I love pushing myself and challenging myself in that respect. And everybody else around is going to benefit from that. You know what I'm saying? So glad you guys was there. I'm glad.
Hey, that's probably your thing, bro. You're the pusher, bro. That's a good one, dude.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, like no, not in a bad way. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you throw it out there, and then we either get pushed or
That's right.
we just
Yeah. Challenger. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, challenger sounds better.
Yes, sir. I like that, brother. I appreciate that.
Yes,
Man,
yes, sir.
also on that, man, for real. Anything else that you want to wrap up with, brother? That's gonna be it. That's it. Those are all the questions I have for you. Like I said, it was a pleasure having you, man. And I'm always down to tapping on the natal chart. So if you have any questions about that shit, I love talking about that right there. So glad I got to send that to you. But anything else that you want to say, contribute to the world?
Yeah, this comes down to you, bro. You're a young guy, and you've tapped in way before I did or whatever. But much respect to you, man. It's an honor. It's a privilege. It's whatever you want to call it, man. You're yes, you're a brother. You're black. I get it, because you know how people have different. They have certain things they say about them, but you've broken all that shit, in my opinion. But yeah, man, it's an honor to meet all the brothers, man, including yourself, man, especially you, man.
100%.
You're the first one that I rode with in the fucking dark and everything.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was a pleasure, man. Just pulling up. That was the first time I linked up with somebody after we had started the beasting routine. The last person I had tapped in with was oh no, my bad. That was the second time. So for the last person I had linked up with was Pyro. And before Pyro was Yogi Chris. They both had came out to Phoenix. And that was when I had linked
Yes.
up. And when I linked up with you, that was the first time going to the base, in San Jose, because that was when they just got it. And that was the first boot camp. And yeah, man, we've been full fledged ever since, brother. So I'm looking forward to you coming back on the podcast, of course. I got a whole bunch of people to get through, but we're gonna get back around and get to you, brother. So salute. Appreciate you being on, man. As always. So anybody else tuning in on this podcast, man, you can always find these Apple Podcasts. I mean, you can find these episodes on the Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, Spotify, as well as YouTube. I will have this episode up shortly with my brother Jose. Brother, once again, it's a pleasure having you. Os, talk to you soon, brother.
Os, brother, thank you, man. I'll see you soon, man.
Salute. And salute Miracle J.
Salute.